All right, this is December the 18th, and we're in Georgia, straight east of Atlanta, and we're going to do a wild edible walk. Pretend like we're in a survival situation and looking for food. So I'm just going to take off walking and see what I can find. I'm fixing to jump over a fence and be in a cow pasture. It's all right. Right before we jump over the fence, Curly Dock. And these are going to be all common wild edibles. Very common in Georgia. All right, that's Curly Dock. Awesome to eat. It's, you know, you can cook it up just like you would turnip greens or anything else. The root's medicinal as well. But those leaves, they're awesome, eaten raw or cooked. Anyway, I'm not going to go in any detail on these. I've got other videos that does that. Okay, Curly Dock. All right, we got wild geranium right there. See it? That's edible. And then this is all apple mint, all edible. And it is all over the place here, so plenty of food. Wild geranium all through here. That's all edible. Let's jump over the fence and head on out. So that's what we would do. We'd gather up that. We can make tea out of that apple mint. Eat it just like it is. Make a salad out of that. The wild geranium and the Curly Dock. We got some narrow leaf plantain, which is very medicinal. It's not edible like food. You can eat a little of it. Okay, and we got lots of clover. Lots of clover. Lots of clover. So plenty to eat. More Curly Dock. Let's go on our walk. It's all ready. Haven't even gone 10 feet. Tons of food. Okay, so this right here, this is henbit. Can't hardly see it. That's henbit. Yeah, it's edible. Just eat away at it when you find it. And it's amongst all this clover, so tons of stuff to eat. This is your common wild edibles. Clover everywhere, so plenty of clover to eat. All right, wild geranium. This is called fetch. You don't want to eat this. Wild geranium, we got, that's either a cat's ear flower or dandelion flower, both edible. Clover, clover, clover. Lots of clover. Dandelion or cat's ear, both edible. And I know for sure that there's some cactus up there that's edible. I did a video on that. I'm not going that way. Going all this way. Okay. Water oak trees. So this video ain't too long. I ain't gonna get too close. Water oak. Water oak. So that means there'll be tons. Another water oak. Tons of little acorns. Tons of little acorns. And they're not too bitter. So you could just boil them a couple of times and get the tannins out, and you'd have tons of acorns to eat. You got cedar trees. You can make you some pine needle tea. And if they have juniper berries on them, you can eat those as well. Not too many. They're good for a spice. So there's tons of food everywhere. And let me tell you something, in a survival situation, movement is life. Unless you're homesteading and you're halfway there and something happens, your best bet is to move, deplete the area of its resources, and move on. Okay, smilax or greenbrier, it's all over there. So you boil up the leaves, eat them, and then dig up the roots. They're very starchy. You can make a drink out of them, or dry and make a flour out of them. It's a good thickener. There's some kind of little red berries over there. I don't know what they are. Anyway, moving on. I haven't even been looking at the ground. Tons and tons of food. All right, so we've been a little over 5 minutes. I don't want to go over 10. This is December the 18th. We're right in winter time. Right in winter. Smilax, Greenbrier. That'd be a good root. It's a small one, so it'd be a good root. The bigger they are, the tougher the root. You can still get uses out of it. But another cedar tree, pine needle tea, and you can eat the inner bark. All right, looky here, more smilax. But look at that. Look at that. It's winter time, and because of the color and how it is, I can't. It's edible, so I can't tell if it's a thistle or a sow thistle or what kind of thistle, but it's edible regardless, because they're mostly all edible. Everywhere. It's here. So you got plenty of that in this area. And I haven't like combed through the area, so got these crazy, man. These blackberries are all out. They're not growing berries, but the leaves are green, so you can make tea out of that. Eat them raw. In kind of a mushy, swampy area now. Let's keep going, go around all this muck and mess. We're at 7 minutes. Oh, all right, tons of violet right here. All this, nothing but violet. Nothing but violet. And I don't know if it's white violet, blue violet. Wouldn't know unless it was the spring. Tons of violet. Them leaves are delicious. Leaves are delicious. All up and through there. And then all throughout, it's over and over again. We got your common wild edibles. So all throughout here. All right. Oh, that's mucky, nasty. That right there looks like dog fennel. It is dog fennel. You can use a little bit of that to spice up your food. You don't want to use too much, because too much of that is not good for you. Be okay for a little bit of a spice. You can probably cook it and get a lot of that bad stuff out of it. All right, we got mullein. Wow, mullein. There you go, poor man's toilet paper. All right, we got thistle. Lots of thistle. And that's the jackpot right there. Look at all that cactus. Look at all that prickly pear cactus growing in through there. That is the jackpot. So just this little area here, you could stay here for a little bit. You could stay here for a little bit if you needed a place to stay in a survival situation. Man, that thistle's everywhere. Tons of it through here. Awesome. Yes, wouldn't be a bad place. All right, well, that's about it. It's getting up there on 10 minutes, and I don't want to go over 10 minutes. Man, wild edibles everywhere. And they're your common yard stuff that's in your yard. And they're everywhere. But I just wanted to do a little walk. Little wild edible walk. That's it. All right. We will see you on the next one. But remember this, before I go, I'm not an expert. Don't claim to be an expert. You need to consult with a local expert before you go eating stuff. Yeah, you should be studying just in case something happens. And everybody should be an expert on wild edibles. Anyway, that's it.